and welcome to another episode of Pro Clubs Weekly. I'm your host, as always, 8Ball, and as always, I am joined in the gantry by the one, the only, Domino. Domino, tell us a joke.
What do you call a fish with no eyes? Oh, that was good. Yeah, that was the joke. Yeah.
I think you might have used it last time, mate.
8Ball, why are we out here telling jokes when we are back with the VFL?
We are indeed back with VFL, and for us as a channel, this is where it all started. And for us as competitive pro clubs players, this is where it all started. So it is good to be back. We've been patiently waiting for VFL to get started again. And this is why.
With a bang, it is off with a bang. It is off with a bang.
This is why. So, I'm trying to give you a bit of backstory, but I'm not the most kind of up to speed with what this is. So bear with me, Domino, and those of you at home. So VFL World Series. It's almost like a bit of an invitational for VFL teams and other teams around, as by Leverkusen, who are in the blue and red here, the ones who are storming forward constantly. They've come over from PlayStation, so they've kind of been welcomed into VFL with open arms, which is great to see, obviously, with crossplay now, with VFL being strictly Xbox for the last few years. So these guys are worth keeping an eye on. And Philosophy, this is a team we know absolutely nothing about, but a couple of people in the community have reached out and asked us if we would mind getting a game. Great tackle there. And this is what's led us to today. Domino, are you still with me?
Mate, I'm still with you. I am just watching this action unfold in front of us, because Leverkusen are playing some phenomenal football. There's a couple of, again, half chances for both teams going in at the minute, but
yeah. So these are, I think Leverkusen have been labelled to not only as a team to watch because they've come over from PlayStation, but also a good-looking team. So this is a real test for Philosophy. And maybe kind of Leverkusen's first kind of litmus test, shall we say, for all things VFL. So it is the VFL World Series, $1,000 to the winner. So big money to play for.
Ball's in, free header, great save. Can you do a second one?
And mate, Rudiger is keeping them in this at the moment, the Philosophy goalkeeper. The kiss of death. Yeah, the kiss of death.
The context, guys. 8Ball, we know this. Why are we doing it?
I'm sorry. That was all my fault. And yeah, the ones to watch go 2-0 up. Early doors, Domino. And this is the knockout stage now of this World Series. So if you lose this game, you are done. One and done. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. And it's not looking good for Philosophy so far.
No, I mean, they got that half chance with a mistake that happened from Leverkusen. But if I'm honest, I'm really, really impressed with this Leverkusen play, especially down this right-hand side where the danger's coming. But he's fed it through to the left-hand side there. And I think he has just missed the chance to actually kill this game off, and it's 18 minutes in, because coming back from a 3-goal deficit, 8Ball, you know how many games we've done on the channel. I don't know if it's ever happened.
You beat me to it there. I was going to ask you if you think it's game over if they went 3-0, and it's now not. It's not a fictional question anymore, Domino. It is 3-0, and this has got all the makings of an absolute drubbing. And as always, we don't know the scores when we load these games up, so we could be in for the Istanbul style comeback. I don't know. I hope so, because it'll keep things spicy. At the moment, though, it looks like it's probably going to be a case of how many. The keeper's good.
Very likely.
The keeper's good.
And, mate, if it weren't for Philosophy's keeper, currently it would be a little bit off a cricket score. But look, resilience and digging in here. I think that's not a bad tactic. If I was Philosophy, You need to keep it in their half. You can't get it coming back in you wave and wave and wave and losing the ball when you're out of position. So I think it's hard to get a foothold in the game when you're already 3-0 down and we're not even a quarter into it. But, I mean, unfortunately, 8-ball, we've been here before in competitives. We've been 3-0 down, and it's the time that we'll tell our teams not to lose their heads. Not to lose their heads, to keep on going, and that's why you keep on going, 8-ball, and that's why you keep on going, because we have got a game on our hands.
Domino's pep talk. Domino's pizza.
Yeah, there we go, and that's what you need, But look, they look very, very vicious on this attack, and they've got options flooding. It's the runners, 8-ball. It's the runners off the ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how they would combat that. If I'm totally honest, I'm kind of sitting here thinking, how if that was my team, what would I be saying? What would I be doing? They look very good going forward, to be fair. So I back them to at least get another here. But it's just the frailties kind of at the back, maybe. I mean, any team that concedes 3 goals in 20 minutes, obviously you're going to be asking questions of the defence. But maybe they just need to grow into it. You know, the big money on the line. It's the knockout stages. They've already gone through the group stages, so you know they're a good team. You know they've got good players, and they're starting to knock it about a little bit now. And maybe it's just one of those things where they just got absolutely shell-shocked, and they just need to play themselves back into this game and not concede another goal.
I mean, there's times that's a really good line. I think he's offside there.
Nope,
he's not.
What did I say? What did I say? I mean, like I said, this is a crazy game. I don't think we've seen anything like this on the channel yet, to date.
No.
It's
5 goals and a half, 8-ball.
It's a strange one because I feel like Leverkusen have... no discredit to them. I feel like they've not kind of set the world alight. They've scored 4 goals, so that doesn't make any sense. I do think it's more the frailties in this philosophy defence. And this game ain't going to finish 4-1, I tell you that for nothing, because both of these teams are going hammer and tong. They've just chucked out defending. I mean, look at the space on the left-hand side now. It's either the formation's wrong for philosophy, or some players are just cheating and not doing what they've been told to do, because there should not be that many gaps. It's great for us as neutrals.
Oh yeah. I mean, we love goals on this channel, but if you want my opinion as well,
yeah, to be fair, that must be pretty hard to defend against another big save. He's dancing his way through. That might be my bad. That might be a discredit to this Bayern side, but yeah, they are.
And one of the things I was saying as well, when you were saying, like, to be fair, rightly, you were saying their play was not setting the world alight. If I'm honest with you, their decision making in these.
Oh, okay then. I thought he just blew for half time. This guy went flying in, but took someone else out. And how many times do we see that? And that is literally. I looked up and saw that it was half. Okay, well, I think that makes things interesting now. Domino, if you had to pick between being 3 goals to the good but down to 10 men at half time, which side would you pick?
I'd go 3 goals to the good, mate. You give me 3 goals over a red card all day long, and especially to probably an offensive player. Defensive players are hard to what kind? Not hard to. No,
you would think that is the left centre back who got sent off. He was up for the corner.
Oh wow! Why is he that high up?
He was up for the corner. So yeah, so they've lost the height as well. Domino, don't forget. The World Series is height restricted. VFL is not height restricted. So worth taking that into consideration as McGinley wins the ball back there from. Possibly, I don't think they've got a kick-off glitch anymore. Possibly someone who's just gone to the loo, Domino. You know how I feel about that.
yeah.
But here we go. I'm expecting Philosophy to come out the traps quickly. Well, defended by Jordan. And here we go. This is the kind of pressure they need to keep on. Early corners, early chances. And we might see a defensive masterclass here. But I don't think either of these teams, Domino, are set up to particularly to defend.
No.
Is JC18, good save by Duckman. Oh, he's come and collected it as well.
Well done. Well, just great keeping. Great keeping.
Yeah.
Great first save. And then he didn't react straight away to the next one. He saw where the ball dropped, saw the opportunity, and then hesitation's a killer. There was zero hesitation there. Came out, claimed it, good keeping.
That's what you want in a goalkeeper as well. So if they'd conceded there, that's when the seeds of doubt start to sink in. And so the longer they can keep hold of this 3-goal advantage as they come forward with 5-6 players pushing forward, it's not in their nature, Domino. It's not in their nature. No. We are here for it.
Bring the chaos.
It's been so chaotic. Ceediff gets the nutmegs, keeps the ball, but Philosophy do win it back and manage to stab it out. Ceediff just about manages to stay on side. Bayern keep up the pressure. Swings it in, edge of the box. Danny with the acrobatic straight to the safe hands of Rudiger. He's gone long, but they've dealt with it well. It'd be interesting to see who's having to do that shift at the back now, Domino.
Yeah. I mean, it just limits a player.
Oh, here we go.
I would say offensively, but they've still got runners off the ball. He's gone for the power shot. It's not a bad idea.
It was a good effort, but the square pass was on. Perhaps when you're 4-1 up, the power shot seems like a better option. He's taken it out of play, that's fine. They've got 30 virtual minutes to hold on. I don't think they're time wasting just yet. Headed out by Chris. I mean, a good point. If Bayern do go through flicked on, they're getting so much joy around this right hand side. Cuts inside. And to be fair to Philosophy, they're defending a lot better this second half. They are a man to the good, obviously.
That's what I was thinking. I think they've got one of the less player to worry about breaking the lines and making a run off them. But they do look more solid in defence. Even situations here, they're not going to close the person down straight away. They're hanging back because, if I'm honest with you, these Leverkusen players, and it's what I love about striker players like that, they love to beat a player.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what they're doing. Like every time they'll get a one-on-one chance, and they're not. And like this is what I was saying earlier, they're not doing anything reckless. Their decision making is great. If there's a 2-on-1 situation, they're cutting back and passing it. But if they're 1-on-1, they're very direct and they take on people, which again is great for the channel and great to see, and is clearly working for them.
Sometimes you do just need to sit in, don't you, and make them break you down. Whereas that first 20 minutes, I think it was a case of, we'll just try and outscore you and we'll see what the score ends up. Which is fine, obviously, but it's not done them any good in this game unless they can break them down now. But they've only got 20 virtual minutes to do it. And again, down this right-hand side, which has been their favoured side. Swings it into the back post. They are queuing up, but Mick Q89 sends it wide. I don't think they'll be too fussed at this stage, if I'm totally honest. It does look like they're trying to score some saucy goals rather than put them to the sword here. And it is knockout football, so I guess ramping up the scoreline doesn't particularly matter at this stage. It's just getting the business done. But what I was going to say about that red card is, if Bayern do go through, is Ginge going to miss the game?
It's interesting. This is dangerous.
That's very dangerous.
Is very dangerous.
Yeah, it is okay. I think they're toying with them now, Domino. I think they're confident of seeing this one out.
Yeah, I mean that like when I was saying about their decision making earlier on, that was that you could tell it's a little bit off now, because if you were good tackle, if you were 1-1 in the 75th minute trying to do that, you're not going to do it, are you? You're going to make every opportunity.
Good defensive header from K-Dog Gunner. See if they can get something cooking. Overloading on that left hand side, which means they've committed men forward. It is well defended again. If Philosophy had started like this, I mean, I know a lot of it stems on the fact that they're playing against 10 men, but they've looked a lot more confident on the ball, but also kind of just sitting in defence as well. They've been a bit rash sometimes coming out and shutting things down, but all in all, like stuff like that, just they've been a bit more at the races this second half, and I think if they'd knocked down there, good defending actually by Viper. He's had a good game, considering Ginger's been sent off his centre back partner. But yeah, I think if they'd stayed in it just a little bit longer in that first half, they could have possibly made a game out of it. Alas, it's 4-1, and by Leverkusen, I would say arguably have still looked the more dangerous team in the second half.
Oh my! Now that everything bar the shot was unbelievable.
Yeah, behave.
I didn't even know how he did it.
Behave. Yeah, I don't think I own that button. Skill button, straight down Luckman's throat. Takes under a spell and goes long again. And it is the flick on. Looks like he's going to be onside. Cal comes back and does well there. It is just chaos. Look at it. There's all caution, all formation, all game plans have been chucked to the wind.
Oh,
slide tackles only. Prison rules. It was a good spectacle. I don't mind that whatsoever. And to be fair, we're back. We're back with the VFL. They always give us good games, whether it be league games, whether it be the World Series. It's an absolute pleasure to be back. Leverkusen, congratulations. You're through to the next round. Philosophy, welcome to the channel, first and foremost, obviously. Perhaps back to the drawing board. Look at maybe the first 20 minutes of that game. And I think you'll kind of work out everything. I mean, that was an unlucky goal as well, Domino, wasn't it?
The first goal was, I mean, we were still doing our intro, and we didn't even get a chance to talk about the first goal. So
no, to be fair, we didn't get a chance to talk about many goals because they just chucked them straight at us in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, and that goal was, again, it was a catalyst for the start. I mean, it was a great save by the keeper, and then it fell, and then it ricocheted off him, and it was in. But look, mate, I'm happy to be back calling VFL games. As you said at the start, not only to the channel, but to us personally, it's it's what opened our eyes to a competitive scene, what 11's 11 was when we played FIFA for years. So yeah, love covering the VFL stuff. Leverkusen, you look class, the attack looked fluid, and I love the front three. I like how you want to take on players and you make games exciting, and you did that for us today. That was great. And then commiserations to Philosophy. Like April said, there was you need some adjustments in the defensive department, maybe organisation. I think individually there was no problems there. It was more organisation as a team, because individually you were tracking back and you were making tackles and there was no issues there. But unlucky guys, unlucky getting knocked out. Leverkusen, good luck in the next round. But April, I think that's it for me, my friend.
Yeah, it's usually me who finishes and then pass it over to you. So that's quite nice, actually. Maybe maybe next episode you'll like to do the introduction, perhaps. And
absolutely not. No.
Nah.
Unless you want 7 different takes.
Ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, both teams, thank you so much for letting us do your game. Please don't be strangers. And as Domino said, it's good to be back. And yeah, I think we're gonna go and grab another one now, actually. So sit tight, grab a coffee,
Let's go.
We'll see you on any other video on the channel. Cheerio.
See ya.